Hi, hi, hi. So today's message may not be that appealing, but I thought that it would be really crucial for me to share this message. Um, it's not even the message that I had planned to share with you guys today, but when I came across a verse I was reading today, by the way, I am a purpose clarity coach who uses Bible principles to get you living that purposeful life that God has for you. Because for me, my life changed when I started involving God in everything that I did. Yes, you want a life of purpose. But unfortunately, for so many people, even successful people, ask anyone out there who has not involved God in their plans, something somewhere usually goes wrong. You either don't have peace, you're not happy. I have shared about celebrities who never seem to be content, celebrities who are committing suicide. Someone has everything. And for me, the answer to the fact that people who have everything never seem to be happy is tied to the fact that you are not truly living the life that God intended for you. You're missing out on something that God designed for you to do, and that's not the life you're living. So I come across this verse and it hits me. It speaks to me really loud. It's from the book of Samuel. I was reading about David, and you remember that David was such a blessed king, but it got to a point where things started going wrong for him. And today's message is that person who never seems to really understand why things are not going right for them. I want you to listen to this. So the book of 2 Samuel, chapter 21, it says, during the reign of David, there was a famine for 3 successive years. So David sought the face of the Lord. The Lord said, "It is on account of Saul and his blood-stained house. It's because he put the Gibeonites to death." So David, during his kingship, the Israelites, during that time, they had a famine. Or rather, it hadn't rained for 3 years. And then he sought God to find out, why is it not raining? You know, the same way that for me, I'm telling you, this verse spoke to me. There are certain times in our lives where no matter what you do, you put your best foot forward, things don't seem to be going right for you. So I read this verse and I'm like, there are people I know who I know go through the same thing. You've tried everything. You've tried starting a business, it has failed. You've tried getting loans, nothing seems to work. You're just living this drought period in your life, famine in your life, so long that you never understand why things are not happening. It could be because there's something, just like David's time, that something went wrong that God wants you to first sort out and then open doors. Because immediately David dealt with this issue, it's a long verse, the blessings opened up for him. So could it be that your struggles are tied to something that you did, or even your lineage? Someone did something that God wants you to sort out and you keep wondering what's going wrong. Maybe you need to have that quiet moment to assess your life, to find out what that is. You might have probably lied about someone. You probably falsely accused someone, went back on your word, mistreated a spouse. I've heard that spouses who mistreat each other, that there are times even their blessings are tied to that. You mistreated someone, they cried to God about you, and you keep wondering, why is it that things are not going my way? So if you're at that point, because as a purpose clarity coach, when you finally discover what your gift is, it's good to allow God to show you what it is that would stop you from getting full blessings. Because for me, as much as I am a purpose clarity coach, I am a servant of God first, because I got to a point in life where I told God, I want you to do things your way. And God's way is, yes, you are a purpose clarity coach, but if you're hoping to do things my way, if you're hoping to help people out there, help them in a way that is godly tied. And it might not be the most popular thing with everyone out there. And God thinks, mostly when you're doing things God's way, you'll never really be popular with everyone. And I want to be honest with people out there, because what's the point of me coming like a salesperson selling to you something that doesn't work? I know what worked for me, so that's the truth that I want to give you. My purpose, being where I am, being this person that I've become lately is because I have finally allowed God to do what he wants to do with my life. And that means at times even sharing things that may be uncomfortable with my audience out there, with my clients out there. So what is that thing that you need to change in your life? If maybe you don't understand what to do, like I keep saying, I am a purpose clarity coach. I want to walk with you through your journey of discovering what God wants to do with you until you succeed, bridging that gap until you finally get where it is that God wants you to be. So my homework to you today is, if you have been frustrated, even in jobs, you keep getting these jobs that keep frustrating you all the time and you never seem to catch a break, go to God and ask what David did. Seek the face of God and find out, what can I do? Even for me, when I read this verse, I went on my knees and I'm like, God, is there anything that will prevent you from blessing me? Because I want everything that God has to offer. And if one thing will make that not happen, I want to know what that is. So hope you have that quiet moment with God today. That's my challenge to you. And as usual, like, subscribe, share my video so that I'm able to reach as many people as I can out there. Guys, we are living in times where we need to change the world. And if you're on board with that message of changing the world, share and support me in sharing this video. I will see you next time. Bye.